Whoops. Sorry that took long, guys. Anyway, Annie Tier, Guild Forever. Time, and today is going to be a review slash redirect to the movie Bayonetta Bloody Fate. We're going to be, yes, this is going to be movie night. So yeah, we're going to talk about the movie. First half was not a huge fan of because it was pretty much just erotic after erotic after erotic. That's all it was. Second half was when the story, for me personally, really started to pick up. And that's when I was more interested in the most, scene between the angels. We didn't really see how... we saw the witches, but we didn't really get to see, like, the demons in this movie. They were mentioned, but we were never seeing any. The most that we saw from, like, the demonic side was the witches. We didn't really see anything relating to how the demons appeared or anything like that. We get to see how, like, the angels appeared, and I'm just saying, those things are supposed to be angels? They look like demons. They straight up look like demons. That looks nothing like an angel. I don't know where they got angels from, because that was definitely not an angel. And honestly, this movie just felt like it was a huge contribution to the character Bayonetta. Yes, it has her name in the title, so of course she would be the main focus. But I felt like we got a pretty decent insight on her character, and not just seeing her interact with her younger self in the past, which in my opinion, her younger self was adorable. And it was cool seeing that, forget her name, but pretty much we got to see, like, glimpses here and there relating to how she was when she had her memories between her and her childhood friends. Sorry if her name escapes me. There's a lot of names to keep track of. So yeah, we got to see her and her childhood friend, which honestly I would have loved to see, like, those two as children, like seeing them, like, how they age together, seeing them from kids to teenagers to where they are now, just to see their growth and their relationship. I felt like if I saw that, I would have loved the movie even more. Because to me, character is what really brings out a good story. They are the fruits of a whole garden relating to a story. Honestly, one of the main guys, like the other lead males would be the guy, I forget his, Boda? Something with a B, but he was pretty much her armaments. He gave her weapons, and honestly, who was that guy? The one that gives her weapons? Like, what? Obviously, he's not human, yet he can create weapons for witches. I'm thinking he was in fact a demon. What else could he be to make weapons that were special for witches? So I'm going along the limbs and saying that guy was a demon. But yeah, most of this movie was just contributing to Bayonetta, seeing who she is as a person, her character, trying to get her to remember her past. Did she remember her entire past? I'm not exactly sure, but I do know is she does in fact remember how the relationship between her and her childhood friend. She definitely does remember that. She remembers her parents, especially her crazy sage dad. Like, oh my god, that guy just wanted pure calamity. He wanted to destroy the world and remake it to where he sees fit. Typical Armageddon characters. Or characters that have like a god complex. They always want to rewrite the world in their own vision, which is there's no such thing as a perfect world. There's a world where you live in and you learn how to thrive or deal with it. Honestly, I really hate characters that think they can just destroy the world and rebuild it the way they envision it. They're just, you know what characters are that pretty much are in a nutshell? They're just too weak to deal with the current world as it is. So because they're that weak, they want to remodel it the way they see it. Honestly, Bayonetta was right. A world like that is just too boring. A world to where you have it the way you want it is too boring. Not much of a challenge. It's because you would see it in the way you already know or how you expect it to be. So where is the value in a world that's already something that you expect? It's It's not fun. It's not. It's not a surprise. You're always going to predict it. It's going to be everything you want it to be. And even though the first maybe few days, weeks, or months, it's like the way you want it, after like a year or maybe in months, you're going to see that this world is in fact not what you would want it to be. And why did you change the world this way? Because you were too weak to handle it the way it was before. That's why I'm just saying, guys, people that want to change the world to their liking are typically people that are too weak to handle the world as it is. And sometimes they're like, oh, it's to make a better, just world. No, it's not. It's a just world for yourself. Not for everyone. You're only thinking about yourself. Simply because you're too weak to handle the backlashes that comes with the current world. Now, I'm just saying, not everyone likes how the world is now. Not everyone deems the world as a perfect place with perfect people, but it's that imperfection that continues to make you work hard and strive for better things. That way you can not model the world after yourself, but more like make the world accept you and see you for who you are and accept the imperfections of you are. Because I'm just saying, there's no such thing as an ideal world when it's filled with non-ideal people. Not everyone's perfect. Not everyone is who they are on the surface. Even though they try to be perfect in the surface, they're always nowhere near perfection underneath. That's what Bayonetta's father. Nowhere near was he perfect. He was a madman that couldn't deal with what happened to his wife Rosa and what happened to the sages and witches. Because of that calamity, he wanted to rewrite the world in a way to where that calamity never happened again. Even if he did rewrite the world, calamities will always come, whether it be in a positive or a negative way. It's up to you to deal with it and strive in it to where you will no longer be a prisoner of, I guess you would say, the hand's fate. Fate is something you take in your own hands. It's not something you're supposed to feel like should be given to you. So in that case, regards, I would have to say Bayonetta's father was definitely in the wrong in this. He's just a madman. He considered himself like the savior or the voyager of a grand utopia. People like that are always flawed. They think they're perfect and they think they have the right ideal idea in mind for everyone to experience and enjoy the way he will. Just because you experience something or want something in a specific way doesn't mean everyone feels strongly as you do. People that think the world needs to be fixed to where they see is perfect are typically imperfect people that don't even realize their imperfections yet. There's no, because you know how you, in my opinion, a person that accepts that you and everyone and the world are not perfect is someone that has a good head on them shoulders. They accept the world for what it is, but just because they accept it doesn't mean they're just as rotten as it is. They're just trying to cope and better the world in a more, how can I say it, accepting way, in a way not just you but everyone in the world can accept. Like you helping the elderly across the street, it benefits the elderly and it benefits you because you are doing a good gesture for yourself and for the person you're helping. As long as there are no mutual understandings, no one will ever agree to a vision you will see. Even though you deem it as perfect, really, how do you know if what you're doing isn't imperfect? Because once again, there's no such thing as a perfect world filled with perfect people. But you learn to accept those imperfections with their positivity. That way, you won't be too, I guess what you can say, fearful or alone in this world simply because you deprive yourself of certain communications because of what you deem as, I'm not gonna say perfect or imperfection because I've been saying that all this video, but point blank what I'm trying to say is Bayonetta's father was a madman that's trying to cause calamity in the even though he didn't see it that way, he caused the calamity in the sense of saving the world for a better place. Typical villain in most stories. Bayonetta's friend, honestly, was my second favorite character. Luca or Lucas, the main guy, whoever he was, honestly, he didn't need to be there. He was just there as Bayonetta's pet, or Cheshire, or Cheshire, or however she pronounces it. He wasn't really there as boyfriend material. He was never anything like that. He was just a dude involved with her in some way and was thirsty for that. But overall, once again, movie was good for the most part. First half, second half, good. And the character Bayonetta, she a thought. She a damn thought. I'm just saying. Some of you are probably going to hound me in the comment section, but I stand firm what I believe. Bayonetta is a thought! Damn it! She is a damn... thought. You know what I mean. But yeah, but either way though, other than that, character-wise, I enjoyed... I wish we could have seen more of Bayonetta's growth. I feel like this movie would have done a lot better if it concentrated more on Bayonetta's origins. Like seeing her as a child, growing up with her childhood friend, then leading up to this movie. I mean, leading up to the current time. Because if they did it that way, it would have gave her character more value than just materialistic value, if you know what I mean. Because that's what it feels. And her childhood friend is just there to pretty much help her remember who she was. To help her bring down her father. That's it. And it looks like I thought she was on the side of the sage. But in fact, no. She was only using the sage in order to get close to her friend. To help her remember who she is. And to prevent the second eye from falling into the hands of Julius or Jubilus, pretty much the god of the sage's territory. And overall, yeah, like I said, guys, overall good movie. Not horrible, not great, not excellent, not out like must watch, but good. It was a good movie. Good movie. Alright, then let's just move on to the questions. Question 1. If there's something you would have liked to see in this movie more that they kind of hinted here and there or less about, let me know what it is and why do you want to see more of that. Whether it be a character, a theme, a part of the movie, a scene of the movie, anything like that. Question 2. In your opinion, out of all the characters we've seen, which one didn't really need to be there? That you feel like you would, if he was eliminated or if he wasn't in there, seeing the movie already, you're like, if he or she is gone, I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all or my opinion on the movie. So yeah, that's those 2 questions for this review / reaction. Alright then guys, don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in future videos. For those of you wondering, where's Inuyasha, where's Little Buster's Refrain, Inuyasha will continue tomorrow. Little Buster's Refrain will be this week. Wednesday we will be reacting to something new, and Saturday we will be reacting to something new. So look forward to that. Alright then guys, that's it for me. See you guys in the next video. Peace. Where's that stop button? Where's that stop button, damn it? There it is.